Hey nerds, just wanted to take a quick moment to wish everybody a happy Movember, in case you're wondering about this glorious, beautiful moustache. Yeah, the Nerdgasm is a proud supporter of Movember. It's a really great cause and everything, and this is how I show my support. So, happy Movember, enjoy the mustache. You guys are serious? Seriously? This is what I asked for, like a prop axe. Something that a Viking would use, and you got me this. Seriously? And it's a keychain? You got me a keychain? You couldn't even just go to Dollarama and just get like a fucking $2 fake axe? Are you serious? No, it's okay. I'll do it. It's fine. Yeah, no, I'll make it work. Cool. What's up, nerds? Welcome back to this issue of the Nerdgasm. Oh! I can't, no, this is ridiculous. I don't think this is gonna work. I mean, is it even sharp? Ah, son of a bitch! Oh, I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding! Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdgasm. As always, I'm your host, Charles Fernandez. And to no surprise, I'm still playing the shit out of my PlayStation 5, and I'm fucking loving it. So as you all know, I played the shit out of Spider-Man, and now I have moved on to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So unlike Spider-Man, this game is massive. This is a huge game. There is a lot to do. The main story is super long. So I have not finished Assassin's Creed. I'm nowhere near finishing it, but I've put in about 20 hours already. I've done quite a bit. I think it's definitely worthy of showing off what I've gone through so far. So let's just get right to it. On this issue of the Nerdgasm, the nerd plays Assassin's Creed Valhalla on the PlayStation 5. So you know what that means. Spoiler warning! Again, a big focus with any game on the PlayStation 5 is the graphics. And with this game, they are quite amazing. The game is gorgeous. The landscapes and environments are really detailed and really nice to look at. Yeah, and just any game of this caliber, it's just so much fun to look at and see all the different landscapes. And especially with Assassin's Creed, they do a really awesome job of showing off the game by having the synchronization points. So they're basically viewpoints so that you can get an outlook of the whole map and see some interest points, and it just makes it easier to know where everything is on the map. It really shows you how beautiful this world is that they created and how vast and massive it really is. So this leads me to the overall gameplay. In typical Assassin's Creed fashion, there is a huge upgrading system. Everything is upgradable. Skills, weapons, special abilities.
You know, like nunchuck skills, bow hunting skills, computer hacking skills.
As I mentioned before, it is a massive open world with a lot of shit to do. You can really choose what kind of game you want to play. You can just stick to the main missions, stick to the main story, and just power through it, or you can go around and explore. You can play some drinking games and get fucked up.
That's your only strength, your stench! I will feed your teeth, wrapping your tongue back out!
That was fascinating. Thor himself could not.
You can find yourself in the middle of the forest eating magic mushrooms and getting really fucked up. Or you could spend hours looking for hidden items and treasures, battling armies in a variety of side missions, and just having a bloody good time. I don't know what that was. I tried something, okay? I did run into some glitches and the game randomly crashing more than once. And that made it very frustrating to play sometimes. Especially when you're in the middle of a big mission or a boss fight and you're finally getting some fucking momentum and you're beating the shit out of him and then it just fucking crashes and makes you restart everything.
I can't. That's fun. Why do they make that if you can't even win? Then why am I fucking playing?
The fighting mechanics and combat styles are a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to just get into these huge battles, to raid these villages, and just fuck shit up. I also like that they do a little bit of a cinematic with these instant kills and really show it off.
Right! Let's get back to the ship! For the open!
And of course, it is still awesome to just go around and be sneaky and stealth and perform some wicked assassinations. I was let down by the lack of integration with the DualSense controller and haptic feedback. There are moments it kicks in and it's great, but it's not consistent and it just makes you sad. Especially after playing Miles Morales and having it consistently improve the game. For instance, in Assassin's Creed, you have a bow and arrow. So when you draw a bow, you feel the tension on the trigger, but it only does it the first time you use the bow. For the rest of the game, nothing. I mean, fucking lame. In Miles Morales, you could feel the tension every time you shot a web. Every time. Come on! So as I said before, I can tell that I'm not even halfway through the story. But I am enjoying it so far. It's very different from the other entries in the franchise. It's very refreshing and a lot more grounded in ways, but it still has that fantasy-driven element of the Assassin's Creed world. It follows the history and voyages of the Vikings, but it's still an Assassin's Creed story at the heart of it. The story set in present day is still very captivating and as important as the Viking playthrough. Actually, I haven't enjoyed the present day story this much since we were playing as Desmond Miles. I miss those days. You encounter these animus glitches. Yes, these are actual glitches that are meant for the game, not the bullshit that I was experiencing. Anyways, you encounter these animus glitches as your Viking character, and it bleeds into the present day story really well. These were some of my favorite side missions to do.
Bex, are you seeing this?
Yeah, it's weird. An anomaly of some kind.
Bex, I'm closing in on the data packet.
I see it. It's encrypted, but nothing I can't handle.
I got the data. Here it comes.
The story takes another awesome turn when I joined forces with a shaman, Or I guess a Shaw woman? Sure, yeah. She convinces me to drink a huge bowl of drugs, and it transports me among the gods in Asgard. Actually, I play as one of the gods, and it's fucking wild. So Loki and Thor are there. They're very different from their MCU counterparts. I mean, they're both kind of dicks in this game. And not like lovable dicks, they're just kind of like, yeah, they're just dicks. But similar to the MCU Thor, we have to stop the Frost Giants from invading and destroying Asgard. So there are some awesome story developments and badass battle sequences.
Yours mine!
Promise.
Never mind that now. They're coming from all sides.
I should have let Loki have his way with you. You need to fix this now.
I'm painting as fast as I can.
And going back to the graphics, the whole time we're in Asgard is probably some of my favorite environments and landscapes. I mean, look at this, it's gorgeous. But it was while I was in Asgard during a really big boss fight that I experienced the dumbest glitch yet. And again, this isn't a glitch that's part of the game. This is a glitch that's not supposed to happen and just makes you want to pull your hair out. A bunch of predictable events lead to a huge boss fight against the king of the Frost Giants. It's a great boss fight and it takes some solid strategy. It's one of those boss fights where you need to be patient and wait for an opening and then just fucking attack.
You thought you could slay my people without punishment or prize? You and your slab-handed son?
Their lives were the price of their arrogance. His head is exposed. How do I reach it? Thor lends me strength.
After dying a bunch of times, I found a strategy and was willing to put in the time. Anyways, this big bastard eventually starts glitching and leaving it easy for me to just keep hitting him with combo attacks, leading to my ultimate victory. But even though he is clearly defeated, the game itself is even recognizing there's an error. This force field should be down, or it should cut to a cinematic or something. And as you can see, I'm just fucking running around here. Fuck! I swear to God, if I have to do this fucking boss fight again, I am fucking done. I am so motherfucking over this fucking shit. It keeps fucking crashing.
And his magic dies with him. Does that worry you, trickster?
I ended up relaunching the game, and as soon as it loaded my most recent save, it went right into the cinematic that should have played when I had first beat him. Now don't get me wrong, I'm happy I didn't have to replay the boss fight, and I understand the glitch technically worked in my favor. But it's still fucking annoying for a game to do this. Now the big question that remains, is this game nerd approved? I honestly can't say at this time. My opinion is that I am enjoying the game, and despite all these dumb glitches and crashes, I want to keep playing it. It is still enjoyable enough, and there is still a lot of good story, that I need to see it to the end. If you're a fan of the franchise, and you've played all the other games, and you really know what you're getting yourself into, then definitely play this game. It's a great addition to the series, and I'm excited to see where the rest of the story goes. If you're thinking of just getting into the Assassin's Creed series, or you have no idea what the hell is going on, I suggest you do your research before you commit to this game. Anyways, that's pretty much everything I can really say about the game so far. I just gotta keep playing it, and yeah, I think that's a good place to leave you all. So let's just throw it back to me. Oh shit! Pew 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 pew! Throwing it back to Charles! Pew 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 pew! Well, that's it for this issue of the Nerdgasm. Thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out. It's youtube.com/CFBomb, or just hit where it says subscribe literally fucking anywhere. And then we become best friends. Oh, yay! I'll see you next time on the Nerdgasm. Boo! Yeah! You know what? Get me a goblet. Yeah. Get me a goblet of your finest ale. Pour it on me, and then cover me in the finest furs of all this land. I don't know what that was. It could have been Game of Thrones. It could have been something much worse. I don't know.